Yo, what's going on? It's your guys Buffed and Prime, CT the Fan, T Cal. What's good? We here to
What's
talk
good?
talk about the numbers. Arizona versus CU this weekend.
All
The
right.
Buffs at home. Shout out,
Let's,
Dez.
what's good, Dez? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody tap in where y'all watching from.
Facts. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming through on this Thursday night. Got a couple college football games going on.
Yes, we
Hey,
do.
multitasking over there. You right off the bat.
Straight to it.
You
Straight
think they
to
should
it.
start Juju?
Jersey.
Yeah, Lauren was good. Go toss say he been gone so long he lost his ranch.
Sheesh. What's going on? What's
Was
good,
good.
Dallas,
Dallas,
Texas,
Texas.
Bedford, as
Bad Mama
always.
C. Bedford, Texas. Locking in, man. Yeah, where you guys tapping in from? It's been a minute. How
All
you
right,
guys feeling?
let's get to the bottom numbers, man. Let's get rolling. It's
All
late.
right, let's talk about it. All right, we got Arizona versus Utah this weekend. And we
Huh?
gonna
Versus Colorado?
Colorado. I'm still haunted by last week.
That was a rough one, man.
Let's go by the numbers, man. Mr. Noah, the quarterback that I said was
Yeah, that was last year. Who were we watching them against? I can't remember. Kansas State. We're watching them against Kansas State last year. I believe it was Kansas State. I remember
man.
watching. That was a funny night, man. We was up late.
We were rolling like it's passing yards so far. 1,829 passing touchdowns, 17 rushing yards, 78. I hope it stay that way. Rushing touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 4. Hey, so I realized, right, because you always tell me in college football, hey, be careful with taking the quarterback rushing yards because the sacks.
Does he have a lot of sacks?
Yeah. Because I was wondering why his rushing yards so low. Caden Salter, passing yards, 1,193, passing touchdowns, 9, rushing yards, 266, rushing touchdowns, 5, interceptions, 5. No, we're not insiders. No, we have no idea what we would just think to say Salter's going to be starting, but, it's CU. So, we I guess we'll find out when we find out, when everybody find out.
Yeah. Which if you're gonna move on from Salter, you're gonna move on from him. I don't want to say shocked. It'd be interesting to not announce it, but that's kind of what they do, man. So
that competitive advantage. Why would he say? Nah. So let's talk offense by the numbers. Arizona's points per game 31.6. They're ranked 48. Total yards per game 416.3, ranked 59th. Rush yards per game 142, ranked 85th. Pass yards per game 274, ranked 25th. Third down conversion rate 36.67. That's ranked 99th. And the red zone scoring rate 83.87, and that's 41st. When you see that at a glance, how you feel?
The rush yards per game is consoling. It's good to see. It's nothing crazy. 142 versus averaging 200 or so. Since they have that, they're passing 25th. That means it's going to be a different game. I don't think Colorado's really played maybe TCU, but like a true hey, we're gonna
air you out.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what we're getting here. We just watched the defense today in Patreon for Arizona. We'll be watching the offense tomorrow. Third down conversion rate, that's bad. Obviously 99th out of 134 teams. Red zone scoring rate. No, that's so because field goals count for that. A lot counts for that. Colorado's points per game, I thought it would be higher, to be honest. 22.
7.
There's Owen McCown. What a dot. Oh, my God.
Owen McCown used to be at CU.
Yeah. Hooping. Total yards per game. Yeah, those aren't ideal. And it's crazy because everybody's been applauding the rushing by the offense this year and saying, hey, they're running this, blah, blah. 109.
How much you
Like
think Pat Bacon?
still, like there's only what 25 schools worse than you. 25 schools. That's
Oh,
so yeah. The rushing game needs to improve significantly. They should have had more. They should have used Caden Salter more in the run game, like these other teams do. More quarterback power and stuff like that. More triple option, but it is what it is. Too late in the season to cry over that. Pass yards per game, 203. 203 is fine if your rush yards per game is way higher. We know why
right.
it's like that. We've seen their schemes a lot. Red zone scoring rate, pretty good. 91%, tied for 25th. Uh, I think if you look at this, is Arizona would have like the slight edge, just
Mhm.
looking at the numbers. But Colorado, the thing I'd be interested in is how they compare time of possession wise. That
Oh,
would be something that I think could be a good lean one way or another. But the rushing is about the same, 142 to 130. Passing's the biggest difference, about 75-yard difference. Uh, third, third down conversion rate, not too far off, but points per game. So they're scoring 31 per game. I'm sure defense got to be giving up that. We'll see on the next slide, I'm sure.
on to the next slide. Arizona opponent's points per game 23.2. Opponent yards per game 311, which is ranked 19th. Opponent's yards per play 4.5, and they're ranked 14th. Opponent's third down conversion rate 36.78, which is ranked 45th. Their fourth down is 50%. And then opponent red zone scoring is 90.91%, 109th. So if you get in the red zone on this defense,
You getting points.
you getting points.
You in the red zone, you getting points. So not again, nothing that's going to tell you too much right there. As far as how they are as a team, the defense surprises me at 23 points after what we just watched on film, because that is a defense has holes like everywhere, but they got some solid players. The way I want to say they play to take away deep passes, but not on third downs. They're bringing the pressure. So it's really, as always, all just depends on how you're going to scheme against them, what you're going to do to try to exploit their defense. Opponent yards per play, that's great. 14th in the country, 4.5 compared to Colorado at 104. Third down, right there with each other. Fourth down. Don't really care about fourth down because some teams go for it against a team 3 times in a year. Some teams go for it 20 times. So they're just so vast that it's hard to truly compare. And then red zone scoring, was Colorado 84%?
68.
Down here?
Oh,
84.
84% ranked 68, right. Mm-hmm.
So honestly, not too much of a difference there either. But yeah, it concerns me that Arizona is holding their opponents to 311 total a game, and I think that's less than what Colorado averages. Or right around there. Like Colorado barely, if they do, averages what they hold them to. You see that has them 19th. That's because that's a low amount of yards. So it'll be concerning.
Yeah. So let's take a few offensive players to watch out for on Arizona. Their leading rushers has 445 yards. Ismail on 77 carries and 1 touchdown. And their leading receiver, Javan Watley, 370 yards, 32 receptions and 3 touchdowns. On CU is Michael Wells, 281 yards, 68 carries and 2 touchdowns. And Amarion Miller, 430 yards, 23 receptions and 4 touchdowns.
Ishmael, I've had him on college football. He's from Texas State. I had him going crazy on college football. He's a speedy back. I watched him. He's a speedy back, and he can definitely present problems. Haven't watched Javin Watley yet. 32 catches for 370. From those numbers, and then knowing how much passing yards they have, definitely tells you that they spread the ball around a lot, that multiple guys have stuff. I'm surprised that Michael Welch is the leading rusher currently, and to have that with 281. What is this? They've played 8 games.
Yeah, did somebody actually they're gonna have a 1,000-yard back?
Yeah, 1,000-yard back and 1,000-yard receiver. Somebody gonna have to start going bananas. Marion Miller at 430, and I feel like Colorado does do a good job spreading it around, just not too many players. It's really
see the Marion and Joseph.
Yeah, and then Sincere number 3, which is crazy, but
yeah, that is wild. Some defensive player stats, leading stats on the team. Dalton Johnson, 28 solo tackle. Let's say 52 total tackles, a sack, 2 pass defenses, and an interception. Then we saw Tay Brown. He has 46 total tackles. Max
what number
Harris.
was he?
Tay Brown, I feel like was number. Let me see.
3, 6 or 3 or 6.
Tay Brown is number 6. You're right. That's that memory of yours kicking in. Max Harris, Smith Genius, but the people we just did the defensive breakdown, and the people that was popping off 0, Deshaun McKnight, and then 98, Sevilla. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this guy's name, but yeah, there he is. He got 22 total tackles.
What number is Genesis Smith?
Genesis Smith is number 12.
Okay, that's what somebody had asked about.
42 total tackles, 7 pass defense, and 1 interception. Do we roll over to CU? Let's look at some of their defensive players. Taufik Buyer, Jeremiah Brown. I mean, at the top, right? Man, Taufik got 50. Man, Taufik didn't even play.
Like the first few weeks.
Yeah, I'm like, man, he's got 57 total tackles, 3 pass defense, and Jeremiah Brown 40. I know Jeremiah Brown. He didn't play Georgia Tech, right? He might not even play Delaware. He's got 45 total tackles.
I don't think he played much Georgia Tech. I know he missed, I'm pretty sure, 1 game like completely. So, and he didn't start starting until like 3 weeks ago.
Right. And then Keaton Wade, 32 total tackles, 2.5 sacks. Preston Hodge got 11 pass defense. That's wow. 30 total tackles and 11 pass defense. Man, I got to see what he's ranked up in the Big 12 with that. He might be number 1.
He's number 1 in the country, or he was.
Yeah, 11 pass defense. That is wow. So that's what I got for By the Numbers, man. How you guys feeling, chat? You know what I'm saying? How you guys feeling?
CT got a question for y'all.
After that 53-7 loss, I can't even call it loss. I mean, that was like a slow snatcher to Utah. Do you think CU will bounce back at home against Arizona on homecoming? Do you think they'll bounce back?
Chat, that's on y'all first. That is on y'all.
Also, man, say this is a bounce back game for the Buffs football team. Dad says no. Max says no. Depend on what Arizona run on defense. Yeah, dismantle is tough. Arizona is actually good and has had close games. I got to know who's starting at quarterback.
A very important
point,
answer.
Right?
Very important.
If Tom did say Tulane losing, Jeremiah said yes. Wook says 3-9. I think they can, but no expectations. No, same offense and defensive coordinators.
That's
Very valid point. Very valid point. Look at Arizona reaching score in Colorado at 38 rushing yards. Now Arizona has the blueprint. It's going to be, and you know what? I think that's what I'm most intrigued about because, people always talk about the coaching this. We know for a fact, if CU comes back out there on offense and they can't stop the blitz, I don't want to hear nothing about coaching because that means you didn't coach up like you're already out coached. At this point, if you let Arizona show up and start blitzing you out of the stadium, you are been completely out coached. I don't care what players you put in or what players you play. If you're getting whooped on the coaching sideline, hey, that's on you.
Yeah, they're going to blitz. Specifically on 3rd down, they're going to blitz. Not only are they going to blitz, they're going to be running stunts. They ran a really nice defensive tackle stunt that I hadn't seen much. Like it looked really good with 44, maybe 44-0 or 44-98, one of them. But it looked really good. They're going to, and the worst part about it is they blitz. Oh, that's crazy. They blitz on third down, and we know Colorado's play call: run, run, get to third and long. So you get to third and long, and then look to pass. They're like, this is the perfect setup for Arizona's defense. This is what they want. They want you to be in third and long situations so they can blitz. Like when I say blitz, I mean they're running zero coverage. So they'll have four guys at times in coverage or five guys and blitz everybody else. So they're blitzing 7 or 6. Now, there's ways to beat it. One of the things that I noticed watching the film is a lot of times they don't track the running back out of the backfield. So what I mean by that is if you're running a cover zero blitz where you're blitzing more people than you have able to cover their eligible receivers. Each offense has 5 eligible receivers. So if you're blitzing 7, you only have 4 guys to cover. So you can't cover the running back. So what you do is what you call a peel. So you'll have whichever side the running back releases to run his route. That edge blitzer, it could be a corner, it could be a safety, it could be a defensive end, linebacker. They peel off of the blitz and then go take that running back. We've seen multiple times on film where they did not do that. So last week we saw that they didn't have many hot reads. Hot reads are when you have a blitz coming and you need to know where to get the ball out now because you don't have enough people to block their blitzers. So the running back will be a really good hot read this week, and you have to utilize them. If you run mesh, you have to run, which is the concept with double drags. You have to have a wheel route from the running back attached to it. Like you have to. You got to get the running back in the pass game this week. If I had to give you one like for sure thing that can really help put Colorado over the top, it is getting the running back involved in the passing game. If you do that, it will change how Arizona has to play. Or if Arizona doesn't change how they play, they're just going to get whooped.
They don't adjust, then they get whooped.
Simple.
That'd be okay with that.
Let's catch up on some comments. No, they got to make a ball. How many? They had 3 wins?
Yeah.
Yikes. What's the spread? I feel like it was 4.5 when I last seen it. I think they bounced back, but then I didn't think they tanked last week. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can call that a tank
Utah
game.
could present a lot of problems. I didn't expect 53-7, whatever it was.
Whew.
I need to see Leftwich in the booth right next to Shermer. They got exposed. No team morale now. Arizona needs a win and are motivated. It does feel like they're just defeated. Like Colorado, it feels like they are absolutely defeated. And, we don't see the day-to-day to know if, they are building morale, but it just doesn't feel like that they are at all. So this is an important week for the rest of Coach Prime's tenure.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it, if you lose this game, it depends how you lose. I'll say that. You lose a 1-possession game, overtime game, something like that. A little bit different. If you get blown out again, that's going to affect recruits. That's going to affect your current team morale. That's going to affect people wanting to transfer from the team. That's going to affect people wanting to transfer to the team. Then you just get to a downhill, essentially a slippery slope with how things keep going. So it's not really about can they have a bounce back? They need a bounce back. Like if they do not bounce back, this will have lasting effects. Just like I said, what happened during the Delaware debacle, I said it's going to have lasting effects on the season, and we're seeing that play out now. So this is it's a really important game, really, really important game, and I just don't. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them. I've seen who they are. I've seen what they do. They're going to run the same offense. They're going to run the same defense.
The same run play.
Not going to be specifically to stop the opposition. And, you can get lucky sometimes. Like Iowa State, that was just a bad game for Iowa State was just not it. But when you play better competition, Arizona's better competition. Who's still on the schedule? Arizona State,
West Virginia, Kansas State.
Kansas State. Yeah. Thank God Texas Tech ain't on there. Or Cincinnati or Houston again.
Definitely not Utah. Hey, or Utah. Jeez. Yeah. Man, Utah beat us enough for 2-3 weeks.
Definitely.
Now, speaking of that, the Delaware debacle. Here we are again. They need to choose. I don't know 3 or 3 mix if they.
I think I looked it up last year. There's been very few times in the Coach Prime era where a single running back got over 10 carries. And that's a problem.
That's going to become a recruiting problem.
That is a problem. Who would have thought the guy from 40s would be a better coach than Michael Vick? What guy? Oh, my God. Went right over my head. Yeah. Yeah. Deshaun Jackson is out hooping him. Yes, please make it that. Like, that's what I don't understand. It's like Dallin's showing all this potential. He's breaking off these big runs, the few touches he gets. Like, what does he need to do for you to be like, all right, let's feed him?
Just let him go, right? Just start doing like you did Isaiah towards the end of last season. You started featuring him more. Dallin had the high hand the 2 previous weeks. Then you come in and you starting to feed Cam Michael. Just rolling it.
Cam Michael, Draylon Miller, Michael, everybody but Dallin.
Right. Dallin had, did I tell you 3 carries, -2 yards in the Utah game? Crazy.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. 3 carries. That was all he had the entire night?
3 carries, -2 yards. The person that was leading your team the last 2 week in rushing yards, he only got 3 carries.
He would be he was supposed to have a 100-yard game. Wasn't there a holding call?
On Marion. I think, yeah.
Otherwise, that would have been
Iowa State.
Because unless I'm mistaken, there hasn't been a 100-yard back in the past 3 seasons since Prime's been there. Don't know. Who would I consider a candidate for OC if it was to come available? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's a lot of damage that's been done this season as far as not only do you have to find, somebody you want to replace the current offensive coordinator, you have to find somebody that wants to be at Colorado. So honestly, the best bet would be to look at FCS offensive coordinators and some group of 5 offensive coordinators, Sun Belt, Conference USA, etc. Because I don't think there's going to be a ton of interest in that position. Remember the D coordinator before Robert Livingston got there? That search took forever. He didn't get announced till February, I believe. And Kelly had left like December. So it was like 2 months, and the coaching carousel's quick. Like when it starts moving, as soon as the season ends, it starts moving. Like this guy.
They got to now, especially with the one transfer portal window. It's got to go. Like you got to have your coaches in place. You got to be ready to go.
Because that's the other thing that coach is going to be interested in is who are my players.
Coming in? Right.
Yeah. Only joined to support BIP. I have to see real change to be excited about CU in Prime again. Appreciate you, Thrift. Next season will be a full rebuild. It has to. Fafita can pass, but has enough wheels to get yards with his feet. CU hasn't been good against those type of quarterbacks. I think I do remember him scrambling a little bit. Thrift said Bucky did a YouTube live today and explained why he's not posting the team. Clint, you are hilarious. Yeah. Keep scrolling, Jay Shaw. He said that and then blocked me instantaneously. It was back to back.
He thought about that real quick. Oh, we thought that was gonna be
awesome. Me all out my name just to block me. Yeah, I know fake tough guys. Where's the little blonde hair girl from Remember the Titans when you need her? She would be hooping. T-Cal, why do you think that Deion is so stubborn to make a change? Ego right now, he's fleecing the school for $10 million a year. I talked about this last show. I think Jackson State gave him a false sense of security as far as how easy coaching would be, how easy it would be to do it his way, not have to adapt, not have to hire different coaches that he hadn't always been with. And then you got away with it last year. You didn't get away with it in 2023. You got away with it last year. But then this year, when you lost a lot of firepower, now it's like, okay, this isn't as easy as we expected. This isn't as easy as it was Jackson State. Wasn't as easy as it was Colorado 2024. So I hope he does wake up and really make the changes, but I can't say if I think he will or not. Yeah, I feel terrible for Sincere Brown. The worst, because I put that in motion.
Oh, man, talk about that. I feel bad for him, too. That's tough.
Yeah. I think it was Dallin's mistake in pass blocking. I know they had Dallin try to block the defensive tackle. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
On the quarterback draw.
Are you
got
running
three
back
linemen right there. You're going to send your
tackle.
running back to block the D tackle. That's crazy. Yeah, Dallin hasn't got any starts.
That's tough.
And yeah, when Fafita's in rhythm, he can pass. CT was calling him trash.
Oh, we were just
told him.
We were just talking about this, Kevin. You must be a Patreon. That was hilarious.
Prime keeps saying it was plays to be made. We just didn't make them, which tells me expect the same. Yeah, like I understand the frustration with the first that first play where Quentin Gibson had leaked out on the blitz. That was huge play. Caden Salter can't miss that. Missed it. But outside of some drags, there weren't many. Like they did not exist. All the running backs busting pass blocking. That's not an excuse not to give them touches. Yeah, and then if they keep busting, you got to look at the coach.
Yeah, I agree.
Max said, I studied a lot of ball my senior year before my injury, so I can break down a lot, TCal. I feel like the coaches don't know how to game plan against individual defenses. It's not that hard. Yeah. I mean, I assume they don't. I'd assume that they can, but they just don't. I don't know why, but I mean, Shermer's been a head coach and OC in the NFL. Like you had to do something, but so I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. Byron Leftwich as OC. I don't even know if.
Yeah, everybody keeps.
I don't be paying attention a lot. I don't even know if he's there.
Right.
They need to run an offense similar to Clemson and Florida. You just named two teams that I really do not watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. Should have hired Brennan Marion when they had the chance. That's the head coach at Sac State. I did not know he was available. New OC wouldn't change nothing with the same coach Prime. Need to let somebody come in and bring their own guys. I agree. Both sides. The coordinator needs to have his own guys. Offensive coordinator needs to have his own guys.
Completely agree.
This season, they can save it, but you're on the ropes to having a losing season, which would be your second losing season in 3 years. And that's fireable. This season won't do it. Next season, though, if you can't get a winning season this season and you can't get a winning season next season, there's
hey, bro, James Franklin got canned. Brian Kelly got, in 3 years. You're talking like
and I think Prime might have been making more than both, or
might
be making more than both.
3 years. You talking about these guys?
Yeah, God, he got paid as the top 6, and yet James Franklin literally was just in the college football playoffs and fired the next year. Now you can say that Colorado isn't the same program as Penn State and LSU, which I agree with, but they paid Prime as if he was the top 6 coach. So now you have top 6 expectations.
Yes,
I'd say clean house, man. I'd say clean house. Yeah,
you say clean house. I say tear it all the way down.
When we first started the channel, I told people that as far as Livingston, I said part of the holdup was probably finding a defensive coordinator that wanted to go to the school and not bring his own coaches. because
Correct.
now I have to teach my system and my philosophies to the kids, but I also have to teach them to the coaches, and I need my assistant coaches to buy in to what I'm teaching. And Coach Prime came out later and said the same thing. I said when we first started this channel, you go back, and I said that's what took so long, because that's not an easy thing to do, to go into a system and say, hey, there's a lot of bad coaches out there, so you're gonna make me DC, but I gotta deal with everybody else. Like, how many companies go bankrupt, get a new CEO, and the CEO keeps everybody? Like, no, the way you guys were doing it wasn't working, so we're gonna do it my way. Can I hire my own staff? I refuse to be a coordinator, and I didn't get to hire my guys. I agree with you, Des.
Shout out, Des.
I agree with you. Oh, they were doing some stuff in this Tulane game. I hope by change he's not talking about the quarterback position. I'm sure. I'd be surprised if they have Salter as a starter. Yeah, I'd be surprised. Talent can make coaches look good. That's for certain. That is for certain. Has to replace Mathis too. Mathis didn't let Colton go. Prime let Colton go. That Mathis had nothing to do with that. I'm telling you that for a fact. He had nothing to do with that. That was Prime and Prime only. What did you think about the clip of Pat trying to get the call to stop? It was embarrassing. Surprised they showed it. I'm not surprised they showed it. I'll just say that. I'm not surprised they showed it. Yeah. UTSA is in a bag, wearing all black jerseys. Yeah, I'm not surprised they showed it. It's to show what's going on. Offensive coordinator struggling to get the play call to the quarterback, struggling to say the right play. Like, imagine having to do that, like, out there on the field. You're waiting to get the play call, and he's fumbling over his words and stuff. And then all of a sudden, all right, now I got to go out here, identify the defense, get my guys lined up, change the pass protect. Like, it's rough, man. It's a lot. Yeah, that needs to be clarified, because I told y'all gloves off. I'm fed up with the secrets and letting stuff slide. Like, we're just gonna keep it a buck. Simple.
Keep it a buck.
T-Cal, who's the number one team in BIP's list? That is Indiana. Indiana's number one in college football right now. Jay Shaw said Brennan Marion was wide receiver coach at Texas, then OC at UNLV while they were searching. Oh, I remember that. Invented the go-go offense while he was at Howard.
Oh, yeah, I remember him, yeah.
See, I still don't know much about the go-go offense. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I still don't know too much about it. Penn State and Colorado are different programs, but there was the same pay. That's the problem. And that's what I said very clearly, I thought. How is ASU doing? They went to the college football playoffs, started at the same time. That is very true. Colorado's not going to win after Prime. We'll see.
Yeah, that's tough to say.
Yeah, we are short of 100 likes. Yeah, make sure y'all get the likes up. Yeah, we're not going to be here too long. Shermer will open up the offense this week.
Stay not.
And what's crazy is you have teams all the time that their coach gets fired, or their their OC gets fired, the DC gets fired, and then they ball. They're playing free. UCLA is a perfect example.
Yeah, I was about to say UCLA.
I never bet on teams when their coach gets fired. That's a setup. Like, you don't know how they're gonna come out playing, because you don't know how that coach was and how the players felt about him. Essentially, Owen McCown could be at Colorado.
So can with Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, Chase Soul.
Yeah.
I want to see Indiana and Ohio State too. We'll definitely get that. Well, it depends. It depends. Well, I don't know how it works, but you know, Ohio State still got to get through Michigan.
Oh, you know how that's been.
Matt Rule got paid?
Yeah, they gave him a 2-year contract extension. I can't believe Nebraska paid.
Nebraska? For what?
I'm like,
Anyways,
Boy,
I'm telling you, I got to give me a high school job so I get to college because they just be stealing money. I want to steal money
free
too.
money.
Yeah, this Tulane game about to get ugly. It's the portal recruiting there, getting players that are selfish and not that good in the portal. They need to get some O-line from the Midwest. You sound like Jay Shaw. That is a coded athletes from Florida, linebackers from Texas, D-line from Mississippi. Yeah, the portal's been a
Nightmare.
yeah, it's been a failure. And talked about this other day. The biggest issue that I've been saying for the past 2 seasons was the talent that they were getting in the portal. I think they did a lot of better to 2023. 2023 going from 2023 into 2024 was a lot better than recently. But first, it was making sure you're evaluating the right players to get. Now, it's even if you evaluate the right players, they have to want to go to Colorado.
Right.
Because now you don't have the things you had. You don't have the most views in college football. The main selling point was, oh, we're developing guys. We got gold jackets, NFL experience. That hasn't been shown. So you're losing, like what is the selling point now? Essentially.
Correct.
How long would it take you to drop every play Colorado offenses ran? Maybe 10 minutes if my hand cramps. Because they do 3 passing.
And that same running play, man.
They do spacing, they do mesh, and they do flood. Like that's their concepts. Anybody that sees it, that's their concept. So sprinkle a little in here and there, but that's what they do. Like they rarely run smash. You don't see them throwing slot fades. You don't see them throwing corner routes. It's very, very simplistic. Dion has a little bit of Jerry Jones on him or in him, I think. I've heard a lot of people say that. I don't know enough about Jerry Jones to understand the correlation. Go to Colorado. Yeah. Mm-mm. How do you feel about Jeremiah Smith, best receiver? I got to watch more of him this year. I think he's the most talented, but he has far too many not dominant games. Like with the talent he has, he's 6'12", fast, strong, great catcher, runs great route. Like you would expect him to be going for 250 every week.
Yeah, that Julio Jones vibe.
But, I mean, Julio wasn't doing that either though, because that was a real running offense.
Oh, Alabama, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you had, there's been receivers that went crazy bananas in college. Justin Blackman at Oklahoma State, Michael Crabtree at Texas Tech. Just going bananas. Yeah, I'm watching Owen. He's hooping right now. Yeah, 2023 was better, a lot better, and 2023 was better because that was the beginning. That was the allure. Like everybody saw those magical first 3 weeks. And it's Deion Sanders. And he's saying, hey, get me now. I just need a few more dogs. Everybody's like, hey, I want to be those dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Benson come in, the Kyle Green. Yeah.
What job would you take out of the ones open? Whichever one pays the most money and has the best cost of living. It's that simple for me. That's it. Why is Sam Ogon? And you were right about Otis. I can't say for sure why Sam Okunlola is gone. Tajay McCoy left. Now Sam's reportedly transferring. I don't know. I do not know. He dominates when needed, though, right? Like in the playoffs. Not one of those playoff games, but the rest, yeah. Shoot, the national championship. Yeah, for certain. No, I feel you 100%. Prime and get paid because he won a lot. That's why I don't think they'll be quick to fire him. From what I've been hearing, from what people have been saying, the donors are starting to ask questions because he's brought a lot to Colorado, but Colorado's also invested a lot into him. So you gotta You got to win. You can't be paid as a top 6 coach. Like
and
there's
not winning.
134 schools in college football. The top 6 teams each year in the top 6 lose 1 game, maybe 2 games. So you can't be, or are they 3 and 5? Like it won't work.
I
It
agree.
won't work. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is going crazy at Oregon State, just like James Rogers, Jacquizz Rogers. Was it Marcus Wheaton? Was he there? Yeah. Was Sean Lewis really that bad to get fired, or was he the scapegoat? That was some other stuff. I'll let them tell that. That was some other stuff. What's your take on Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M? I like him. I saw him last year, and last year at North Carolina State, there was like a bunch of jet sweeps. Like I didn't get to really see. He wasn't in the system that really got to show him off. Sounds like he's doing better now at Texas A&M, so I'd have to check in. What makes Curt Cignetti so good? What do you like about him? This is the Indiana coach. There's a lot of things I like about him. One, he's a dog. Everybody knows that Nick Saban assistants, you stay with Nick Saban long enough, you're going to go get a head coaching job at a very big school. Cignetti was the wide receiver coach for Julio Jones at Alabama, but decided to bet on himself and take a D2 head coaching job. He didn't do the Kirby Smart route. He didn't do the Lane Kiffin, everybody else does.
Dan Lanning.
Yeah. Well, Dan was mainly Georgia, but he didn't do that. He said, hey, I'm ready now. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to make this happen. Went down to D2, won. Went to James Madison, who was FCS when he started there, then became FBS, kept winning. And I like his confidence. He talks junk ahead of time. Like he came out last year before he ever got there. He said, Google me, I win. Went to the student game where they were announcing them. Said, hey, Purdue sucks. The students were going crazy. He said, but not just Purdue. Michigan sucks too. Ohio State sucks. They were like, whoa. And then he ended up going 11-1 and taking Indiana to the college football playoffs. And now this year, you see what they're doing. Other thing I like about him is how he doesn't micromanage his coaches. I said it multiple times. Thrift noticed it during the last game. When the offense in the timeout or defense in the timeout, you don't see him in the huddle talking to guys. He lets the offense coordinator coach. He lets the defense coordinator coach. And he says, if I have to be involved in those, then I didn't hire the right guys. And the players I know at Indiana, they absolutely love him. He's strict, disciplined, has a standard. And yeah, he made me a fan. I wasn't an Indiana fan. I was a D'Angelo Ponce fan, and then ended up becoming one. The more I watched.
Yeah, he's man. Look, when they asked Mendoza what did Kurt said in that Oregon game about that pick six, I said, okay, you different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like him.
That's wild.
Yeah. Y'all covering Colorado Prime League? We cover college football, but we'll still cover some Colorado. But yeah, we covering college football. What's good?
Salute.
T-Cal's intrusive thoughts. How can we complain about losing and ain't spent real money yet? Tech set the standard in the portal. This the baby NFL now. I don't think people know how much money's being spent. These players are getting paid. It's just the wrong players getting paid. Jonathan said, I like that. If you don't like me doing something, stop me then. Yeah. Dude put starters back in just to run the score up. Yeah, I love that. I love his mentality, man. Yeah, I'm excited seeing how Indiana continues to progress. It's not all about wins and losses. Coaching hasn't progressed at all. Yeah, that's the thing. I've said it nonstop, man. If I'd rather support a team that was 0-12, but you see them coaching their butt off, you see the players fighting their butt off, and you see them doing everything right, scheming against opponents. They just can't. They just don't have the talent to win. But they're punching above their weight class and fighting versus a team that's 10-2 that should have been easily 12-0, but you see that the players are lazy. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. The coaches aren't doing what they're supposed to do. There's favorites being played. I'm a process guy. I'm not a result guy. I'm a process guy. JMU is doing well this season, but Signetti has missed. Yeah, JMU's doing. They're doing solid. Almost said
So
something.
Indiana know what they got now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Penn State fired James Franklin, Indiana's like, "Come on back here, see, let's talk."
Funny how Sean Lewis and Charles are doing way better as head coach than Dion. I think San Diego State's doing good. I don't know where's uh, Kelly at Jacksonville State.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trevor Woods is with him. I haven't paid too much attention to what they're doing. Yeah, you can definitely kick. You can definitely kick. Where do you see Oregon ending up? It's kind of tough because I haven't seen Oregon really play anybody to really know. I mean, I
They're
saw them
gonna
play
end up where they
Indiana.
always end up: 0 national championships. Boo!
Mo Betta, what's up, Bit? Been a minute. What's going on? If Prime gets fired, is his FBS career over? If he gets fired, I don't think he'll be interested in coaching anymore. I don't think so, personally. What's funny about what? I'm not even sure what that's in reference to. Prime will have Stefanski's job before Colorado ever fires him. You think they should have brought Jackson State coordinators to CU? They had winning seasons. Potentially, but I talked about it. Jackson State being in the SWAC, same conference that I was playing in 2 years before Prime got there, they could out talent everybody. They just had too much talent, just too much talent. So they were able to just dominate without having to be on their P's and Q's, without having to, have a certain standard, without having to be as disciplined as less talented teams needed to be able to compete. All right. Questions. Should Coach Prime stick with Caden Salter at quarterback or give Ryan Staub or Juju Lewis a real shot this week? Personally, I think Juju Lewis is gone no matter what.
Mm.
So if you are looking at building the future, go ahead and put Staub in. If you're looking at getting to a bowl game, put Salter in, but fix it, man. Don't just do this.
Like, I would just put him in there. You ain't fixing nothing. You ain't changing nothing.
Exactly. Like you're gonna get the same result. Same result. Salt. I've been a good coach for 3.5 weeks.
Hey, Columbia High School. The other team tried to hire you.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
The JUCO guys usually just have huddles highlights, so that's fine. What makes you say Juju's gone? That's speaking from my perspective. If he was my son, why would you want your son to stay? I'll propose that question. Like, what would make you say, yeah, this is where we need to be? This is where he's going to get developed. This is where he's going to become a top draft pick. This is the best place for his future. Like, what has ever happened to make that a reality? Some people get sad about it, getting their little feelers, but hey, that's the hard truth. We here to talk football. I don't care about nobody's feelings. We here to talk football, and that's a part of it.
That's a fact. I agree with you 100%.
I'm not an insider. I didn't say he is leaving. I said I don't expect him to stay. And if he were my son, he would not stay. Juju got a real pops and mentors. He is gone. I believe his camp has told CU that he won't play this season. If I'm Juju, I'm seeing how the fans treated Salter so early. I'm bailing. Blue Mountain State. The collab show with 0-260 next week going to be interesting. Who said that?
Yeah. Where you get that from?
Who said that? Got to be a burner account. That got to be a burner account.
So
Robert Henry going crazy.
What was the biggest issue against Utah? The offensive play calling, quarterback performance, or the offensive line protection?
Are you asking the fans? You know my answer.
I know you gonna roll with the play calling. It was
no doubt
terrible, boy. Yeah, terrible. I mean, the capital T, terrible. And that's the thing, man. We just did the Arizona defense breakdown, or whatever. and you just can't even get excited. Like you just can't say, man, because deep down you just kind of know what it's about to be. Like lateral left, lateral right, run left, run right. I don't know who's gonna be the quarterback. I don't know who's gonna be the running back. Like we're like week 10 and we can so yeah, I don't know,
Um, JB tomorrow morning about to be lit. I bet.
man. How you gonna go in and you block?
I bet. But now we are doing a collab with 060 next week. So stay tuned, lock in. Next week after the Arizona game. That gotta be a burner account though. Everyone want to blame Salter, however, as Bip states, film don't lie, so check the tape. Yeah, the problem is even when there's tape, they still don't care. They
Facts.
just they gonna argue about what the tape say.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna argue about what the tape say. It's like the Ohio State fans. CT gave TCal permission to go on another channel. Mm-hmm. Play calling personnel for sure. Did the good edges? Yes, they did. You
Jeremy,
watch the game, Jeremiah?
you okay?
Facts. If I'm Juju's father, I'm transferring my son. The offense is not going to challenge my son. Colorado high school offense. Oh, they did say it on their show. Yeah. We're gonna be on there next week. We're gonna collab. That's my question. Like, if you were Juju's dad, why would you keep him there? Like, what reason?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you were Juju, like, I'm truly asking, what reason?
That's a good point.
Yeah, need to hire another one. It's annoying because Prime had the motion to actually turn Colorado on a legit program. Absolutely.
That's a fact, Straw Hat. That is a fact. Like he a juggernaut.
Yeah, they definitely hate the messenger for sure. Problem is, Mr. Big Shot and the families need the unders on all buff bets. 5 million. Love the collabs. Appreciate you. The dad retweeted when Byron showed up, so if that happens, I can see him staying. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think this year did a lot of damage. Who's Colorado deal? Yeah, I gotta figure something out, man. I gotta get paid. Get paid. Next year rebuild. So yeah, next year's a huge rebuild, and that's the issue. Is with it being such a big rebuild, somebody just got Patreon for the year. Shout out Nolan.
Salute Nolan. Appreciate you joining the channel, supporting the team.
I don't know. I have no idea. They said Matt said 1 million. I have no idea. I think Coach Prime can turn around. Got to trust him. I've been given reasons not to trust. Major changes will need to be made.
Starting with the coordinators. You gave up 422 rushing yards last week.
How much of this is having to worry about health over football? For whom? For Coach Prime? Nah, you can't lock a kid in on a multi-year deal. You can give them a multi-year deal, and then they would just cancel the future earnings or have to return certain portion, etc. You can't lock nobody in. We had more punts than points. Did not know that. That's rough.
That's crazy. Oh, that's wild.
I don't think Shermer will be the OC at the end of the season.
Yeah,
I think that's a possibility. There's not a lot that can shock me anymore. I'd be shocked. How much blame on Livingston and how much on his supporting staff? It's really hard to know. Really hard to know. Whole staff can't replace coordinators, but keep position coaches. Agreed. TCal Mina Kimes collab. That's funny. because she definitely liked my tweet. That goofy JB just making stuff up. I watched it a few times. Like, before I tweeted, did he say what I think I heard him say? Some people just hate women being in positions of power and being able to talk football.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, asinine. Even if Juju plays, same result unless the OC change. And if Juju was my son, we're not playing this year. Like, you're getting your red shirt. We're going to keep you healthy. Juju right now in this scheme, it'd be detrimental to his growth. Very detrimental. I mean, we saw that versus Delaware. Yep, got to bring them in. Real question is, Pecco only get him this year, or do we get another year? I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of which, I think only one coach has potentially been fired at Colorado. And potentially, I would say Coach Flea Harrell, the running back coach.
We're going to Wyoming, right?
Yeah, potentially. I don't know if he was or not, but every other coach. Oh, Sean Lewis. But yeah, outside of that, it's been coaches leaving. OSU. That's funny. What JB to say? I don't know. He regretted it. I don't know about Juju. I feel like having an essentially guaranteed starting spot can be too intoxicating to leave. I mean, if you're a 5-star quarterback, you have a starting spot at most teams.
Yeah, you could pretty much pick and choose where you're going to go, really.
Yeah. Like, you got Darian Mensah, who left Tulane, is at Duke now, making like $3 million a year. Like, yeah, I think it'll be good.
Look at Tennessee quarterback that went to UCLA. Like, you just
that was different. That was different. I don't know, because he getting less money at UCLA. Yeah, that was a weird situation. Brewster, I'm not sure. Could potentially go to Indiana.
They were the top two. When it came down to CU in Indiana, we're all in the end.
At least in the top 3, because I think he has a connection with one of the coaches there, or had one with one of the coaches that were there. But I don't know. Like, he's probably mobile enough for their offense, their RPO style offense. Yeah, he's probably mobile enough. Out of all the coaches that left, who would you say was the biggest loss? I don't know if we can say, because almost every coach left after one season. I think Dancy might have been there 2 years. But if I'm not mistaken, everybody else left after 1 year. So it's tough. He was supposed to go there before. It'll be crazy if Prime leave and CU get Sean Lewis from San Diego State. His old coach is there. That's what I thought. Dallin has to go to Indiana. They would love him there.
Yeah, that Hindi guy, boy. Watch that Oregon game.
More like Juju to Texas. No, Arch Manning locked there. Unless he go to Ole Miss or something, but he locked. Pat Mathis Hart got to go after the season. I want to see all college coaches next year. Good coaches with good background, winning program, can develop Big Ten, ACC, SEC.
Yes.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because it seems like I always have to be that. But at a certain point, like, there has to be a common factor. Like, it can't be Prime only gets bad coaches. So are you inhibiting your coaches? Are you not letting them coach the way they need to? Like,
bring their own staff? I mean, that's
there has to be something. Like, if it's for one staff and they're bad coaches, cool. But then the coaches keep leaving, the coaches keep coming in, etc., and it's still issues. Like, at some point, you got to say, hey, okay, what is the commonality that's occurring?
Facts.
How's Benson doing? Balling. The Colorado fans, man, they had him. They messed up his mental, everything. They talked so crazy about him. They dogged him out so bad, and now he's at Indiana, the number 1 team in the college football.
Starting living his best life.
Balling. Let's start Ponder. Is he still there? I don't watch no practices, so I don't.
I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't watched any practice footage. I don't know.
I really hope he does too, because he's a freak athlete receiver who can run all the routes. He just needs the balls. He needs the opportunity. I don't think he is, but who am I? Who am I? All right, you got some more questions, CT?
Yeah. So Arizona has struggled defending the power run. Do you believe Colorado can exploit with Dallin Hayden and Michael Welch?
As far as is that a possibility on the possibility spectrum? Yes, but I don't know if they ran power one time last week. I ran it. I said Utah. I said,
yeah, you did. You did say it right.
Power schemes was going to get nasty, but they didn't even attempt it. I don't believe one time the entire game. So we'll see. I don't think they just let Tulane score. I don't know, man, because like you have to run certain plays to get comfortable doing it. The offensive line has to get comfortable doing it. The running backs have to be comfortable seeing the puller, understanding where he's going to cut off of it because they've ran it so much and they haven't done that. So, yeah, we'll see.
What about this? Can Colorado O-line rebound after getting 7 sacks? Or you expect Arizona to come in and see if you copy Utah's blitz heavy game plan?
Yeah, well, we've already seen it on film. Arizona going to blitz, especially on third down. They're going to blitz.
But I feel like Utah started blitzing every down. just hey,
Yeah,
you know what? Y'all got to just.
I'd be surprised if Arizona doesn't incorporate the same thing. And their blitzes are more exotic, meaning more cross blitzes, more stunts, more games with the D line and linebackers than Utah. So it can get very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Right. And I feel like, man, from the CU standpoint, this is why I said we're going to know right off the bat about the coaching, right? Because if you come out and you do the run to the left, run to the right, and end up third and long, and now you force the pass, like, just go ahead and leave the booth. Just go ahead and just go to Cancun and put your feet up, because that's ridiculous. And I feel like that'd be ridiculous if you even allow that to still happen. Like, if we in the live watch party, if you don't know about the live watch party, tap into Patreon. But if we in the live watch party, we'd be like, oh, here we go again. That's why I feel like this loss can be even worse than the Utah loss. Like, and I'm saying that, like, I feel like you lose to Arizona, like a team that's like kind of like in your at home, and it's the same thing. I think at that point you don't even wait till the end of the season. You just you jump, you start rolling, man. You got to let people go. You need drastic change, drastic, because if the coach is not changing, the philosophy's not changing, then you don't expect any real change.
No,
Because you only complain the players for so many weeks. You only keep saying, "Hey, it's the players," but the only constant change has been the players. You've been pulling this person. So what is going to be?
See, that's so crazy to say that. Hope Dallin Hayden gets 12 carries. Like Colorado's so run deficient that 12 carries sounds like a lot, which is insane. His true freshman year at Ohio State, the most he got was 27 carries against Maryland. He didn't get his first carry till almost before halftime. 27 carries, ran for 146, 3 touchdowns. Against Indiana, 19 carries, 102 and a touchdown. 17 carries against Toledo, 108 and a touchdown. 14 carries, he went for 70 against Michigan State. Every time he had at least double-digit carries, he had at least 70 yards, including the next season. Purdue had 11 carries for 76, and he redshirted that year. Like, he needs 20 carries a game.
Facts.
20 a game.
Facts. Stop with all these running backs.
Do you think Sean Lewis would have been a better OC with the talent Colorado has? I'd have to go back and watch more of the Colorado's film, or watch more San Diego State film. We did. We watched Colorado's 23 film, but not enough for me to be like, oh yeah, this is this and so forth. So just can't say for sure. Matt said, I'm pulling up the brace. He did not say that. He's going to go on there and kick it. We'll go on there and kick it. CT been wanting this to happen forever. So we about to gonna go over there next week and chop it up.
Yeah, we just chop it up. See how it goes. Maybe
got
they'll
any more questions?
bring JB on.
Yeah. Great trip. Appreciate you. All right. Any more questions, CT?
Nah, we good on the questions, bro.
All right, chat. Y'all got any questions before we hop off and I watch the rest of this UTSA game? Select, not BS. You know, T-Cat don't lie. He never lied. Never lied. Only issue I see is they're trying to play NFL football in college. That doesn't work. I don't even know what that really means.
Yeah, me neither. I'm trying to figure out. I've never seen no NFL offense run the same play 3 times straight. Run the same play that didn't work 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's pretty different. Got a lot of my Twitter been jumping today, boy. I tell you.
Mr. U, dang, didn't realize Dallin had those numbers at OSU. How could CP overlook that and throw wide receiver and converted running backs before him?
Yeah.
Keep the receivers out of the backfield. Yeah, I mean, at some point, I'm assuming. T-Cal, what are the teams you like? We follow Indiana. We follow Navy. Duke. We follow a lot of. Because you start following these players and then players in these teams. Go check out Bip's list. Shout out
like Indiana.
Des Solo.
I like Indiana. I like Duke. I like Wake Forest. I like UTSA. I like Navy. I like Memphis. There's a lot of teams I like, man. Trying to think of some bigger schools that I like.
Georgia Tech is about.
Yeah, love Georgia Tech. Love Georgia Tech. Like if Georgia Tech's on, I'm trying to watch them. Those are probably the main ones that every week I'm watching. I am watching. Yeah, those are them. Golly. Oh, people are finding out stuff the hard way. They are upset that I said Nakai Hill-Green was unwanted. I tell you, I have never lied. I don't know why I would, but
sound like your Twitter's active.
Yeah, I don't lie. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll be on. Probably on tomorrow. Keys to Victory. Patreon. We'll be watching Colorado State. Yeah, right. Patreon. We'll be watching the Arizona's offense tomorrow, breaking them down, and then Keys to Victory tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right. Final words.
Sounds like a plan. Okay to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match up?